Gentlemen in the mix.
It's time for Power Hour.
Hello, traders. Welcome to the Sunday stream, the bread stream. Very spontaneous bread stream, just like a spontaneous pump on the whole debt ceiling being raised, unlimited spending for the next 19 months, and yeah, that's a surprise. Like, you know, the surprise would have been, hey, we just default, we're screwed, or something like this, where it's like the most absurd, unbelievable, broken thing you could ever dream of. In our government, right? They're just like, oh, we'll just spend everything. Doesn't matter. So I would think if that's the case, I mean, that's a massive surprise for like any hard assets, tangibles, right? I mean, real estate, and this type of stuff, it's going to have consequences. They're just lagging. So just like the $1.7 trillion omnibus bill, just like the $6 trillion that were printed, you know, in 2020, we didn't start really seeing the effects of that for another year and a half, 2 years. I mean, you're going to see some serious inflation, you know, based on how much they spend, and you know it's going to be a lot. Trillions upon trillions of dollars. I think we've reached a new paradigm of spending. So buckle up, buckaroo, and Bitcoin fundamentally. In this situation, incredible, right? Guess what? You can't manipulate Bitcoin supply. So, I mean, you know, the technicals were like, hey, man, it wasn't really a great trade setup. It had been, you know, in an uptrend since the beginning of the year, but just was kind of barely hanging on to support and was falling below those supports. But now we've had two false bearish breakdowns. Not one, two. And as you can see, breaking back above that inflection point, the type of price action we're receiving is very nice, but you're not out of the woods yet. There's things that need to be done, right? Bitcoin needs to break. I mean, the buyers need to push the price above $28,800. And you can see the supply line of the roof pattern, or, you know, whatever, right-angled, ascending Brownian formation, whatever. I was getting kind of cute with this pattern. I mean, it's so beautiful. It really is just structurally, I've never seen a roof pattern so perfect before, but that's it, man. I mean, like, this happens. Head fakes occur. You have to be aware of that. And it's, you know, what the frickin' proverb of this community, you know what it is. It's not about the breakout or the breakdown itself ever. Can you finish the proverb? Could someone out there finish the proverb for me? Because I forgot, because I'm a piece of bread, and, you know, bread doesn't have brains. It's just wheats and grains, right? I mean, that's all I am. So I'm just bread. All right, forgot. I forget things. That's right. All right, we got some answers coming in. And yeah, that's it, man. It's about what everyone in here is saying. They'll obviously invest in themselves. It is about the follow through. So the breakdown happened. It was kind of confirmed with a back to, and then no follow through, right back above it, invalidating the breakdown. And that's all it takes, man. That's it. And look at the candle one day after, and how insane was it yesterday, right? Where we were looking at the histogram, pinged everyone that I could, right? I mean, yesterday was the first level of positive momentum Bitcoin has seen since April 16th. And lo and behold, it kind of crazy, right? I mean, it doesn't always turn out like this, right? Like, a lot of times it doesn't. But man, how crazy is it that, like, it's the Michael Scott gift? Oh my God, it's happening with the price. So there's still a lot to do, though. Got to break 28.8. You got to take out your previous discernible high on the daily, which is, you know, from late April, and then you've got the wall, the big wall, the sell wall that. Well, you know, the buyers were unable to defeat it. There was too much supply, not enough demand. The last time it was visited, but maybe if we're lucky, the market participants could push the price back to that level and see if there's enough demand this time to break it. A lot of work to be done. Okay, so that's Bitcoin. There was one that Ethereum looked better than Bitcoin in a lot of ways, right? Because of the consolidation structure that we know so well. You know, like, it's a recognizable, discernible structure, right? That downsloping price contraction after a big impulse up. That's what it started turning into. You know, you had the up thrust, the back test up thrust, and oh, whoa me. But the follow through, like, after the bearish events, right? The bearish indicators, variables, right? It was pathetic. There was no follow through, and virtually it was good because a target below 1972 was 1728.88. Well, I'm sorry, but we went to like 1740, very close to touching that level. There was just maybe too much demand. And since then, it's been sideways. Oh my God, 2+ weeks. And now we're breaking some sort of supply line today. All right, where Bitcoin, you have not, there's that supply line you've not broken. You have not even tested yet. You're getting close though. All right, Bitcoin at $28,178 at its session highs right now. Highs of the day. In fact, the highest daily candle, or the highest price since May 10th. So we're talking about 18-day highs on the corn. And right there, you can see it on the screen just above me. I don't think my chat box is working yet. Let me see. Let me see if I can... Oh my God, it works again. Wow. So do you want Bitcoin chart or do you want chat? Anyway, let me show you. Here's like an incentive for maybe wanting chat today, because watch this. Right, we got more bread. We got harmonic bread. We got toasters. We got toast with jelly, with harmonics, like the jelly spread. This is kind of Scott Carney's breakfast foods. He does this. I talked to him about it, and he just, I don't know. He uses the butter knife and spreads his jelly like that, like a harmonic. It's beautiful. So, we could maybe do without Bitcoin, but it is nice to have, right? Always to have Bitcoin up on the screen, just because we'll look at Ethereum, and while we're looking at Ethereum, we can also watch Bitcoin's price action. I think that's pretty cool, So it's actually kind of bad situation where I can't, you want to have price action available on days like this, but great overlay. Shout out Shaylin. Okay. Let us look at the one, the only Jonathan.
I like turtles.
No body bags today. No bears out here. There's still a lot to be done, but I would say it's pretty freaking nice so far. Where, wow, I adjusted this after the pivot, a couple days ago. And so maybe it's just a rectangle because there's this level being tested here, but it really is kind of nowhere. I mean, like where it's pivoting, it's not a real formal strong support or anything. It just happened. And now, like, great news, back above 1.1. That's first step to prosperity. Second step, what do you have to do? You got to make a higher high. Hold on, what's going on? People just talking. Okay, so, right, to make the higher high, to make a higher price than 1.19 trillion would invalidate the head and shoulders structure. The good news is right now, if this is like how things are, massive underperformance from sellers, unable to even push, they couldn't even push the price to the demand line that takes you back to the beginning of the year, around 1.03. That's great. But yep, there's work to be done, but it's a good start. You're just not out of the woods yet. Let's see, there's probably a supply line here on total. Did this break? Because, Ethereum did, but total didn't. Oh my, look where we are, chat. Look where you are. You are at it. Someone cue up the critical areas song. That's a beautiful trend line there. And this is it, man. Very interesting. All right, but I mean, just to look, remember the trend's your friend, and how is the trend conceptualized on Ethereum with this parallel channel with beautiful touches, like gorgeous. I mean, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 on the bottom, 1 on the top, and then way later, boom, a second touch. And just the sheer amount of time consolidating after the top. And the way it looks, I mean, then just your bullish consolidation in a bullish trend for now. I mean, you just are in one, right? Higher highs, higher lows consecutively, and none of that. I mean, Ethereum was going to be in an uptrend until market participants, were not able to defend. I mean, even $1,400, you didn't even come close, man, which is great news. 1730, anything above 1730 is insanely good for Ethereum. I mean, that's like maybe your cutoff, because below that level is, history tells us, most likely 1420. So that's the line in the sand, 1730. Nice trend so far. Let's see if we catch some follow through, because just like, hey, no follow through on the downside, we'll see if we get some follow through on the upside. I don't know, Bitcoin was leading the pack, and then Ethereum kind of caught up rather recently today. BNB up 2%. I mean, yeah, there's just not enough sellers. There's just not. I don't tell you, man, it's a stagnant market where, you know, no one's winning, right? I mean, it's just stalemate. You know, I'll tell you this. This is virtually the battle of the, let's see, it's World War I. What was the most insane trench warfare battle? What was it called in World War I again? It had a crazy name. That's what we're in. We're in some sort of crazy stalemate. Fixed price in crypto. Dude, you're talking about Bitcoin's the same price it was at March 19th. Like multiple months now. Just same price. Yep, that's... Psalm, yeah. Okay. So that's BNB. Not enough sellers and not enough buyers. So just flat market eternally. So maybe one day we'll catch resolution, but it's not today. And at least it's like maybe like an argument's being put in for one low here and maybe a second low. You're getting that kind of across the market on the altcoins. So no duff. Come on, bro. That's World War II. Stalingrad was World War II. Talking about it was in France. That was where this battle I'm talking about was. But I think it was Somme or whatever. Verdun. I don't know. Anyway, just trying to make a point with that. Yeah, just that's where we are now. No rain. It's just a range, a no trend. You've been in a no trend. So I'll go to XRP that up 2.4%. Remember, this is the coin of the World Economic Forum. This is how they will destroy the world. Beautiful. Just, you know, I mean, had my doubts, but very clear back test there of the breakout and some follow through. And, you know, XRP is 37 minutes, 45 seconds from its highest daily candle close since April 19th. That's a pretty big deal. It's like 6-week highs and heading on up to 50 cents. That's the target, 50 cents. Nice, man. You know, you go the monthly on this and it's business as usual. It doesn't matter. You might be 84 years old and you might have to pass down the trade, right? If you took a long on XRP on the monthly, you might have to put it into your inheritance and pass it on to your children. And your children may have to participate in this trade because it's so slow. All right. It's so slow going. My God. So, yeah, it's gorgeous, man. Gorgeous higher lows. That's all we asked for, right? Just stay above. We wanted a 40-cent back test. You virtually got it. Virtually got it. So one day, man, hopefully we can see another test of 55, 56 cents and then finally break it. And the promised land would be 80 cents. That's like a measured move of this massive monthly double bottom. So it's going to be very interesting to see how the stock market reacts. It's going to be the same way, probably going to be the same way. But if you don't know, in 2011, and of course, you know, everything that happened in the past, these guys have learned from the things that happened in the past, and they have found a way to fix it for the most part, you know. But after that debt ceiling limit got passed in 2011, there was a 17% drawdown right after, like the day of it getting past the initial dump, and it just dumped for, I think, a couple weeks. And then finally bottomed, and that was the bottom. You never saw it again, and that's when we just went on all the way to the culmination of it all, which was late 2021, when the Bogdanovs died and when the Fed banned themselves from trading stocks. Yep. So, yep, stock market is closed tomorrow for Memorial Day. I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to try to enjoy it and, you know, take some more time off. That's what's been needed from these extremely complacent, sedated markets. Yeah, it's been that way too. Okay. Yeah. I mean, everything pumping today, you know, to some degree, right? I mean, what do we even look at? Let's look at Matic, you know, that it was rough, man. It's only up 2.74%, but, you know, kind of pivoting random area. It's never pivoted here before, ever, right? But there just happened to be some bullish divergence, and an 886 from the low to high here. You could just eyeball it and see. There it is, like the Jesus. I mean, how many times do you react at 886s? It's like almost all the time, right? Like, it's very seldom the price doesn't correlate in any way and just slices through it like bread or like hot knife through butter. Yeah, I'm like dead, dude. I went out last night with some friends and it was great times. I'm just paying for it today a little bit. All right, some R&R. Yeah, so hadn't looked at it in a while, but all that, you know, it's not as promising as Ethereum. I think Ethereum's kind of the one, you know, because the trend and just downsloping consolidation, and it's a big one was like neutral, like the roof pattern's like neutral. It's like a coin flip, and but at least we know with Ethereum, it's that falling wedge behavior. And it's already broken out, and it's so close to its 52-week highs? You're getting there. You're getting real close. And then Matic's here, way off its highs, right? I mean, like Matic, off its highs by 40% still. And what about Bitcoin? Not even close, right? Bitcoin's only 9.55% off its highs of the year. So Matic, and then dang man, I've been like, you can only, there's only a certain amount of time in the day, certain amount of effort you can put in, and I've been focusing a lot on the traditional markets, you know, like a lot of just over these dead illiquid S coins. I mean, you can't blame me, right? I gotta go where there's movement, you know, and it's kind of been on other markets. So how's Monero, you know, our favorite privacy coin? Up today, but it's been getting routed. My God, dude, these are daily candles. It's mind numbing. Absolutely, it's like the bullish argument is extremely real. This is an extremely valid accumulation structure. It just is. It's just every day. Look at this. These are daily candles. Kill me now, man. Kill me now. No movement, but you know, getting back above the critical area here. And I mean, you know, until like you stop making higher lows, I'm optimistic about Monero. It's just we haven't looked at it in a minute because again, there's just other markets to pay attention to. I just said, man, look at these candles. It's awful. So you look at the weekly here, you can see how gorgeous it is. This is still extremely active, man. Classic accumulation. Add an ice line above the ice line, trying to break back above the 200-week moving average, but you know, you've spent like greater part of 3 months here. Still a valid bullish pin bar back from March 6th. Tough markets, man. Such little movement. How about Sol that was doing it, then it wasn't doing it, and then it's right back to both. It's not doing it, doing it again, of course, right? Sol, you know what happened to Sol last week? It was the lowest weekly candle close since January 2nd. You see, like, most of these were doing that last week, and then, oh, they're just coming in this week and rallying a little bit, and people are just getting excited and giddy, and this is why I don't really look at this crap. I mean, they don't do anything. They don't move. There's no structures. It's just like crap. Traditional markets the way right now, but you know, we're going because the stock market's closed and all that. And we do need to look at some of the Dow Jones stocks because I didn't look at them. And you'd be surprised after what happened on Friday with that mega tech squeeze. Some of the Dow Jones stocks were making like lower prices than they were on Thursday. Awful. So I just don't know what to tell you, man. I mean, you're above 1831, but you're below 2115. and you put in a lower high, in April than you'd put in February, and that just means distribution, and that's still the case. But yeah, maybe you just got like, it's like breaking out some supply lines. It's a wedge, man. It's a very pretty structure. Wow, that is gorgeous. Like you broke out yesterday. Let's see what it can turn into. I mean, yeah. All right, sold. Just looking at it, used to be a thing, Almost used to be a thing. Before we just let's just go look at Dash, right? I don't know, up 4.2%. Gosh dang, man. Are you kidding me? This could be amazing. Not just, right? Because you got one test and that insane Jesus hammer, right? It's the Jesus hammer. And then the rally, no one knows the first time, but on the second, everyone knows. And then it's like double bottoming at the ice line of ice lines. Bro, this goes back to, the first age. Back in the age of the Silmarils. I mean, you're talking going back 2020. And yeah, that's so important of a level. If you're holding it twice, that could go back to $56 easily. And then you got an M shape. I mean, it's not. I think if you anchored a certain way, you could make it work with a shark, like something like this. Good God, it didn't even quite hit the 886, did it? It was very, very close, right? But it's something like that maybe going on with Dash. It's wild. Yep. So pretty cool, pretty interesting. Look, I mean, this is something where it's like, hey, man, I would spend a little time of my day looking at an asset if it's doing something like this, correlating to a support, not once, but twice. 88% retrace from the low from November. Miserable, but at the same time, possibility. What's up, Maxwell? Thank you, dude, for the $10 super chat. Whatever, man. It's oval for me, man. I'm just a piece of bread that goes live and, talks about charts. I mean, that's like literally the way it started. So just reverting back to the mean. Thanks, dude. Okay. Let's go to Doge. And just another situation of just a dead asset. What do you want, man? It's the same price it was at November effing 10th. Same price it was at in June of last year. Same price it was at in May of last year. Besides pump and dumps, it's a joke, man. Absolute joke. But yes, completing an M shape again. Oh, is it going to quintuple bottom here? Like, it's just a joke. Like, it's such a... I mean, I guess you could try to look at it like it's maybe at the bottom of a range. Okay, the range that started right here. Okay, that low from November 8th. You're at the bottom. You're holding it. Buyers are defending it. So it seems, right? So it's like a spring back test almost, right? So I guess like if one was trying to strategize, maybe a stop loss below that 6.9 cent level and let it ride, because based on history, being above this 7 cent level, you could run to 9 cents easily, because look at history. History tells us the only thing that happens in between 7 cents and 9 cents, if it's held, is straight up, straight down. Every single time. So if you wanted to play it, again, it's not about trading, is not about fortune telling, knowing where an asset's going next. All we can do is look at history and see how price correlated to inflection points. And if buyers are doing certain things, right, confirmation lows at these inflection points, it's just a way we can manage our risk easily on something like this with an entry now, stop loss below the low again from the 25th, and let it run. And that's an equitable trade. I mean, if you just think about it like this, and then, okay, I stop loss right there. And that's even being nice, because like this is the real level from November. And I mean, just going right back up to where it literally always and only goes, you have a 3.2 to 1 reward to risk. So, I mean, someone could strategize it that way. You don't have to. This is, again, right? All this stuff, we do these market updates, but we're really heavy and centric on education, and this is how you utilize technical analysis to make money, right? Because you play the numbers game. It's not about the one trade, it's about the many. It's about proper position sizing and 3 to 1 reward to risk minimums and having an edge. And someone could easily come in and be like, all right, man, well, this maybe made an 886. All right, let's see. I mean, oh, yeah, my God, it was really close. If not perfect, there you go. It's an M shape completed. It's holding a support. Okay, you got some sort of little argument here, whether it succeeds or fails, whatever. No one was ever going to put the house on it or the farm on it. It's just an idea. Okay, so just thinking out loud here, looking at Doge first time in a while, just because why not, man? It's a Sunday. We got 24 minutes until your daily and weekly candle close. Let's go back to Bitcoin and look at that weekly chart. The weekly, well, you haven't seen negative momentum since August. Mother of God, dude. Wow, that is crazy. But man, look at the 200-week moving average being defended not once, but now twice. And what do we got going on? A bullish engulfing candle in the making. Again, 24 minutes till a confirmed bullish engulfing candle occurs. And it would be confirmed that the 200-week simple moving average was defended again. That's pretty cool. That's not a bad thing. So, I mean, just thinking here, if these things are happening, I don't know why there wouldn't be another test of 28.8, right? 28,800 on the weekly, because that's like it. You know, that's the next level. Let's go test it and fail and go to zero, or test it and then break it. All right, so still not in the bullish control zone, just neutral, 58.58. Wow, probes would love that. But yeah, I would say that's kind of a good thing. Let's see if we can catch some follow through off that. That's what it's all about. Ethereum on the weekly. Well, I mean, it's still fine, right? Again, the line in the sand on Ethereum 1730, below 1730 is 1420, above 1730 is 1973, 2000. So if you're above 1730, you eventually would probably be making it up to 2000 again, just for a test. Yep. So far, where are the bears? Sellers came in pretty hard on, in mid-April, but since then they stopped showing up, man. There's just not enough of them, and that's a good thing, man, because fundamentally Bitcoin makes more sense than literally anything that exists, because you can manipulate the supply, or you can coerce the owner, creator of something, of anything, but you can't do it to Bitcoin. So these are the times that this was like, man, like 40 or 50 D chess from Satoshi Nakamoto creating Bitcoin, the last crisis, and it's only going to get worse. And just to think how bad things have gotten since then. XRP's weekly, man, it looks pretty good. There was a bullish engulfing candle last week, and you're catching follow through this week, but so close, so far away. That 200-week simple moving average is flatlined. Oh my God, it is flatlined. That is in. I don't think I've seen this crap, dude. November 2021, right? You just heard me. November of 2021, the 200-week simple moving average has not moved. Oh my God, this is a masochist dream chart. But nevertheless, anything above 39.9 or 40 cents is great. Pivoting here on the weekly, that's another higher low, and that's just reaccumulation stuff going on locally. After the confirmation lows got put in, now you're showing higher lows. That's a good sign, man. That's like what happened to Shopify, man, right? The momentum shifted, but then the classic accumulation after. Yep, Klaus Schwab is the composite operator of this asset. So you'd think, I mean, they can't lose. These neo-communists took over the world. They won, dude. We lost. Capitalists and Americans and conservative, we like everyone that just wants traditional stuff, like normal, not crazy moral relativism. It's over. The other side won. I hope you get that, right? Like this whole debt ceiling thing, unlimited spending for the remainder of this senile, psycho communist. That seals it. That's how you know it's over. We lost.
Appreciate the bread
so thank God for Bitcoin.
0.000395990 BTC.
What's up, William, dude? Thanks for the 1112. Appreciate that, man. Bitcoin contribution. All right, man. Yeah, dude, Emperor Palpatine, unlimited power stuff. It's real. It's so over for, you know, the problem with this is this devaluation of the dollar continues. I mean, consolidation of the enemies of the West. But the problem is, like, what the West has been compromised by neo-communists. So the enemy was always the communist. And now it's like, we are the enemies of ourselves. Like, that's it. It's like over. So now all you have are like states within this compromise union that are just like, no, we want to keep things kind of normal, not psycho weird. ESG, DEI, what's the other one? CEI, all that crap, that garbage, all being pushed by George Soros and Klaus Schwab. I mean, someone brought it up. Someone said Klaus Schwab got me triggered, okay? So I'm just talking about it. This is reality. Pushing that crap, you know, and it's wild. I mean, like, if they don't push the weird Marxist agenda, then they don't get funding. It's like, just like Soros with the DAs and the AGs, right? Buying them out. They're circumventing, they found loopholes and ways to destroy capitalistic society, right? Because like all these companies that are pushing this crap, I just watched somebody say, it was beautifully put, eloquently put. It was like, all these companies represent America, right? Like capitalism, the success of capitalism over all these years. How many people in the past these companies have helped, like Target, Walmart, all of them, right? I mean, my God, that's convenience for everyone. Reasonable prices, it had been. But now you've got people that are in charge of these companies that did not start the companies. They did not found the companies. They don't give a crap. And they're fresh out of the Marxist communism, university. So they're pushing this crap there. And so they don't really care if like the company's profits, revenues crash. They don't care if they alienate their entire consumer base. They don't care. And so what happened? It's a beautiful plan, right? Because now like most of the consumers are like, we'll boycott you for real this time. And it destroys the company. So you're losing the identification of like what capitalism is. And this is what you call demoralization, which has been ongoing for generations now, like, you know, since the early 1900s. So yeah, it's pretty complex stuff, pretty bad. But you're seeing it's not about the money anymore. It's about what? It's about the message. But I don't know why you listen to me. I'm just a piece of bread, man, right? I mean, really. You're going to listen to a piece of bread? Go watch CNN, bro. Go watch, like, the mainstream media. Go watch it, dude. They're the ones with the answers. Okay, so I dig it. You know, a lot of these coins, they're having a good day today, but most of their other days have been complete garbage. I mean, like crazy bad garbage. Let's go to Bitcoin Cash. I don't know, running out the clock. We got 16 minutes till it close. Hey, you know, I was gonna say this is the daily chart. Each candle represents a day. No, each candle represents a week. Are you a masochist? You might love owning Bitcoin Cash. What's up, Dow Jones? Thanks for the 5. You misspelled piece this time though, but it's like piece of bread. I get it. Nice change up there. You didn't get it past me though. Bro, I mean, look at this. Hey, it was June 13th. The year was 2022. It's about to be June of 2023. Nothing's changed. Dead asset. Never move again, man. They don't tell you about after the bubble pops, this period. This period of time can last for years. Oh my God. So, you know, a lot of like, you know, Kathy Wood's chart, the ARC chart was like the perfect Wall Street psychology chart. What a ridiculous. Hey, she could have gotten herself out of the situation she was in as being an absolute laughingstock if she just held on to her Nvidia, but she didn't. So therefore, her asset is the same price it was at May 9th of 2022. Wow, 1 year later, but it still does look gorgeous right here. I mean, this is an absolute spring back test of spring on ARC. I mean, we can make fun of her all we want, but my God, the technical impeccability. I mean, you're witnessing like an indicator that could be really strong. And if there's follow through, this is how it looks before a big run to the next level. Remember, you can't discriminate. If the technicals are there, you have to identify them and talk about them and say like, okay, like we'll make fun of her and it's hilarious. Haha, Kathy Woods, she's a lol cow. But her chart right now actually looks kind of decent for maybe some upside, and it's near an actionable level. It's like if someone could just have a stop loss marginally below 34.87, enter and let it ride to 50. And if it fails, I mean, you got close to 3 to 1 reward to risk or something, close enough. You could be pretty tight on it, but you know, again, that's price action correlating to absolute levels of importance from history. Wow, you shorted Nvidia. Oh my God. Yeah, that's one thing. Next drinking game I play with people, and we're on the never have I ever shorted Nvidia in my life. I just don't. It's fundamentally the future. I don't care when it dumps, when it crashes. Let it crash. I'm just not going to make money on it. I don't care. Because guess what? How many times are you going to get destroyed before it finally rolls over and crashes? So, but dang, man. That's serious, dude. I don't know. That's the one stock of any in the world. That and Apple, probably, right? I mean, you just don't know when it's going to stop. When will it stop? Look at this. Highest weekly candle close on Apple on Friday since, you can't even believe it, December 27th, 2021. Barely. Like, barely did it. But, yeah, you just got to wonder when this straight line up is going to end. You're at the 88% retrace. You did not break it. You tested it once. Not last week, the week before, and that's it. And just crazy, man. Absolute insanity. But again, like when stuff like this is coming out, this debt ceiling thing, unlimited spending, I mean, markets might react to it, okay, in terms of they're not worth more. These assets aren't worth more. It's just they're all paired to the US dollar, and the US dollar, it seems like we know where it's going in time. Wow. Yeah, that's quite the V shape right there. Yeah, W too, but that's quite the V shape off the lows. Yeah. And a support too. So let's look at Nvidia's weekly.
Gentlemen in the mix.
Oh my God. You know, it's crazy. Nvidia and Bitcoin for a while had the exact same structure. And then Nvidia or Bitcoin crapped out. Oh God. And went to its equivalent of 257. And finally pivoted again, but this one just kept going. Highest weekly candle close ever. You know, of course, RSI. This is what I'm saying. So scary. Nvidia is not even all-time highs. You know, the all-time high on RSI on the weekly for Nvidia was in 2016. I was back in my heyday of owning this stuff. Man, it has turned into something else. But all right, so it was your second highest RSI reading ever on the weekly on Friday's close. It normally doesn't stay up there that long, does it? So yeah, it's just you're the casino. The casino, it kept landing on your color at that roulette table. It's insane. Because it could have just as easily gone down 30% after hours. That's just how it goes, man. And then the other one that was insane, that, my God, Marvel was a nice trade setup that finally fulfilled the targets. Not even all three. The third target of this trade setup is $76. So I don't know if it'll get there. I definitely offloaded majority of my position on Friday before the close. I don't know, man. that's like pure luck. That's, hey man, to not take profit on a 30% markup day is asking to maybe lose money. And I get it. I'm gonna eat crow. I still own some because it's not a complete trade. You have 66% of the trades complete. There's another 33% to go. May get there, may not, but you'd think like there could be some down days, some pullback days that could be crazier than you think. And you know, that insane, man. Highest weekly candle close on Marvel since March 28th. Yeah, I don't know. Just looking at some of these stocks. Let's look at gold that's open now. Gold does not celebrate holidays. So here it is, open, a few hours now. And, you know, pretty awesome to see a reaction near at the 886. And the performance of the selling's been pretty trash right now, so that's good, right? We want to see underperformance here on the selling. You knew there's a level where selling would probably happen, could happen. Doesn't always mean it would happen, but it did start, it did begin, and it's just not really done. There's not much of a markdown going on yet. So make a higher low than 1814. You're golden, dude. Dang, crypto hoarder, let's go. Have the chair. Let's go.
Crypto_hoarder tipped $153.16. Thanks for all you do, brother. Much love. Kangs in the Citadel and Gen Chat. You know who you are. Join the Citadel, worth its weight in gold. 0.080000000 ETH.
Bro, thanks for the ETH, man. The 153.16. I really appreciate that, dude. Wow. Thanks, man, for being part of the community. I said it last night, but you know, just thank you for being a member of the community and supporting it with good conversation and takes. You know, like that's like being a good community member is about, like having good takes and articulating it in the chat, right? So thank you for that, and then just the unbelievable amount of financial support for this community over these years now. So thank you, dude. It means it's worth in gold or whatever. I was trying to play off what you said. Thank you, dude. Holy crap. Legend. Hype King. Whew. All right, man. We got 8 minutes. 8 minutes until the close. Forget the daily. All you got to do is look at the monthly to know, hey, man, I might want to... Oh, good God. You got like a bearish engulfing candle in the midst of being painted in 2 days and 22 hours. Uh-oh. After a failed breakout, man, was there a breakout? No. You know what happened last month? It was the highest monthly candle close in human civilization, in the history of human civilization, right? 6,000 years. Store value. Well, guess what? It was worth the most where traders settled up last month, right? And then this month has been almost the highest price ever. But nope, they're not going to let it happen, man. Nope, get wrecked. So anything above 1920, I think you're golden. No pun intended, right? But we know, right, with that W shape, there could be some more downside in the short term, but that's okay because it's probably going to put in a higher low than 1840. So, yep, it's a long-term thing, man. I'd rather be owning gold all day over Bitcoin Cash. Oh, God. But here's the thing, though. I mean, like, if someone's using Bitcoin Cash to make a transaction between another individual, boom, that's awesome. You can't do that with gold. You just can't. Unless you're doing it in person and it's physical, all right. But guess what? Bitcoin Cash is superior to gold in the method of making an exchange with another individual, like person to person, right? Peer to peer. Just like Bitcoin, just like Litecoin, just like Ethereum. Superior to gold and silver. Silver, though, also just amazing on the monthly. But yeah, I mean, maybe not as great after this month's close because that's a bearish and golden candle. But see, it's ping-ponging between two key levels, right? I mean, the spring back test of spring from 2008 happened a couple months ago. A bullish engulfing candle occurred. and then the rally, and then oh my god, are we like tweezer top? Is this a monthly tweezer? I'm gonna vomit. Okay, I will vomit. Okay, I will. Your living rooms or your computer rooms will be ruined if this plays out. Okay, you do tweezer top on silver on the monthly would kill me. Okay, not really. I mean, I'm just saying, like, it's so promising, it's so amazing, and then you just turn around and do this. You tweezer, don't do it, man. Tweezer and engulfing, yikes. And then, you know, platinum, it was promising too, and then the dump, it fell below the supports, all of them, but it's not bearishly engulfing, and all that has to happen is a higher low than the previous lows, and you'll be fine. Like, this is probably, I mean, this is the most promising of the three, in my opinion, for upside, just based on the fact that gold just ran up 88% from its previous highs, right? The W shape. And this one's just got so much upside potential in terms of just Fibonacci, right? High to low. I mean, talking, you know, you've already hit a 382 one time and you sold off from there. But after the sell-off, after hitting that common retrace zone, good news, it did not continue to descend and make fresh lows. It actually made a higher low, which is great context. And so trying to rally here, you know, it's probably going to all depend on gold, because gold does drive platinum big time. Best of the three in terms of upside potential, just maybe.
Is that a joint? Good for hangover stare.
I'm sorry, my bad.
Is that a joint?
4 4 stamp leather belt. Cactus, thank you for the 420 and the Pepe. I didn't know you could do Pepe like that. Has anyone else seen that before? Is that new? Pepe on the TTS? That's crazy. Call the cops, man. All right, so let's go to the monthly on these cryptos, because we have 3 days and 1 hour till the close. Ethereum working on its highest monthly candle close since May of last year. So you're working on 52-week highs on the monthly. Bitcoin, not the same, right? It's just a nothing burger candle. Let's just go ahead and, well, no, still got another minute before the local on the 8th, but we're doing an extended local on the 8th, so. Yeah, clip it, doggin. Clip it, man, because that should be broadcasted to the world, all right? What would a piece of bread drink? You know, if I was trying to make a joke about drinking coffee, what would I say? I was, I don't know, buttering myself with butter because I'm bread. All right, so not as intriguing as Bitcoin's monthly. I don't think we looked at XRP's monthly. Did we? Just at the weekly? Monthly here is pretty. I mean, it's kind of not a big deal. Again, I think 50 cents. Breaking it another time. Anytime you above 50 cents, that's a mega level and could manifest into something far more significant in terms of like a markup. Here's the monthly on XRP. The histogram, you have not seen positive momentum since December of 2021. Look at all this waning negative momentum, getting closer and closer to resolution, to neutral. Because, you know, remember, just because it gets to neutral, it doesn't mean positive momentum is going to continue to, or going to start building. Not always. I've seen it a million times where it's all about, like, it resets. The whole histogram resets. And so what two things can happen. Yes, the positive momentum can build and you can get higher prices, or you start building negative momentum again when you start getting around neutral. So, but, you know, I think very promising. You have an 88% retrace, double bottom, the monthly, and it's discernible. That's great, man. Again, you're just gonna have to pass it on to your children. Sugar water. What is this? Men in Black? What am I, like a roach alien person? I don't drink sugar water, dude. Thank you though for the recommendation. Sugar water. We have 1 minute till the close. False bearish breakdowns have consequences that was the stream title-ish. It will be the highest daily candle close on Bitcoin since May 7th. Not really that big of a deal. It's great that buyers defended the level, but there's just more work to be done, right? We have 30 seconds till the close. If you're enjoying the live stream, the like button, the bullet sub. Thanks for being here on a Sunday, Memorial Day weekend. It's a long weekend. The stock market is closed tomorrow, so get out there, get some barbecue, get some sun, wear sunscreen, go to the beach, do something, go to the lake, spend time with family and friends, you know, enjoy it. Five seconds. It is confirmed. It is confirmed. Highest daily candle close since May 7th, and some nice follow through after the false bearish breakdown. You gotta love it, man. All right, we did it, Kenny's bad. Sorry, I am dragging bad today. Yeah, dude. Had too much yeast last night. I raised too much. Okay, I got raised. I don't know, because I am bread. All right, you got the 4-hour Bitcoin chart on your top right there, and then you got just Bitcoin itself. Let's go back to total so we can see the close on the daily. Gosh dang it, man, we were so close, were we not? But we're just at it. 1, 2, 3, then 4 perfect touches, right? And now we have 5 touches. It's the 4-hour, I get it. So whatever, but this is how close we are to some sort of supply line breach. Dang, man, if you adjust here, it's just a channel. Like, this is a downtrend, like a shorter term downtrend, and this would be a breakout of that shorter term downtrend, right? What's up, Can Stacker, man?
Can Stacker 44 tip $25. AGNC, please.
Sure.
Keep up the good fight, my man. I learned something from every stream. Thanks for everything, Mitch.
Thanks, dude, for the 25 and the really kind words. Yeah, no, I'm trying, man. I'm trying. It does get tough, and I appreciate the empathy. I know people out there that watch this, that get value from this stream. I know you're there. It just, man, you get so like spoiled by the previous cycles and the mania and the amount of people it brings in, and when it all goes away, man, it's tough. So, and I know, like, I've been complaining about it and stuff on stream. It's just like, it's tough not to, but I know I'm trying to stay positive as best I can. What is Bitcoin doing right now? It's kind of going for it a little bit. 28,180, already up $110 on the new day. And if you forgot, Bitcoin has been moving about $100, $200 a day, period, max, right, for a while. So cool to see it already moving that much in 3 minutes. So sorry, Devil. Maybe you should, maybe you should let Jesus Christ into your heart. Maybe that would help. All right. Ethereum, here's your daily. We have a confirmed breakout with candle close. Maybe we get a back test at 1880 to confirm the validity of the breakout. But if not, whatever. So be it. 1972. $2,000 targets here. You're at the heart line of this channel. And the trend is your friend. The trend has been up since the beginning of the year. It's just been, me saying that, Ethereum before yesterday's price action was literally at the same price it was at over 2 months ago. So just yikes. But cool to see some movement, and it all had to do with this debt ceiling thing, and that was certainly a surprise, was it not? I don't think anyone or their mother expected Republicans to be so spineless to just say, you know what, making a stand against this reckless spending, robbing the coffers, ruining the future of this country. It's destroyed. We're going to stand still. We're playing chicken with the president. And then they're just like, literally, it's like they didn't even exist as opposition. It was just almost like Republicans today or yesterday became Democrats. And again, man, like, there's one side that's control, spending, and the other one's like, let's maybe not spend because we have no money. And then the other side's like, no, let's just spend recklessly unbelievable amounts. We don't know the consequences. We just need more money because we're the government. We don't know what we're doing, but we need more money now. We need to raise how much money we're spending, more than we have ever before. Let's do it. And then it's like, oh, okay, I guess that's going to happen. I guess it's like, it doesn't even matter. Your vote doesn't mean crap. Your vote means nothing. Okay, this country has been completely compromised by neo-communists. All right, it's over, dude. Thank God for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Wow. It's crazy, dude. Enraging to people who actually pay taxes. Remember, half the country doesn't pay tax at all. Right? Like 150 million people exist out there that don't pay taxes, but they vote. And they're the ones voting for insanity across the country. Continuously voting in these psychos, sociopaths. All right, so we got total right there, man. It's right effing there. Cue the critical areas song up. Maybe we should do that. We haven't done this in a while, you know? I mean, it's been so long. I don't even think most people in this community even have heard this song, right? I wish people, like, see what I'm saying? Like, the best of the day. I feel like Tony Soprano coming in, the good times are over, right? I mean, people making songs from my analysis, like people making memes. Oh my God, it's just not there anymore like it was, It's like the golden age. We had the golden age, man. All right. Sorry, it's loud. I don't even... Why is SoundCloud so garbage, man? How can you not control the audio levels? Jeez. All right. I'm going to end it on this too. So, you know where we are. So appreciate everyone coming out. Y'all are amazing. Let's keep this price action going. Because the US dollar is effed, completely ruined. And our country is in a lot of trouble too. So you better wake up. Just letting you know, man. Till next time. Oh, I mean, really, thank you so much for the likes, love, support, contributions. Very grateful. Y'all are amazing. Best community ever. I'm very grateful for y'all. Kangs. Fibonacci from your low point to high point. But as you can see, it's a critical area. timescales. All right. Critical areas.
My name is JP. I'm a robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina.
I have some evidence Man Bear Pig could be in this area.
And then, just like that,
Adios, turd nuggets.